Welcome back to another episode of the Perspective Podcast, unlocking the world's perspectives in just a few minutes. I'm Jeongmin Lucian Kim, your host, and today, get ready for a worldwide journey as we explore the recent challenges in South Korea's migrant worker system. The Ministry of Justice revealed in November last year that migrant workers have become foundational to South Korea's economy, yet many remain confined to dangerous workplaces under an obsolete labor system that offers little protection or freedom of movement. As of November 2025, around 2,700,000 foreign nationals were residing in South Korea, marking an 8% increase from the previous year. However, despite their undeniable presence, these migrant workers remain legally tied to their employers under the employment permit system administered by the Ministry of Employment and Labor, restricts migrant workers from changing workplaces without employer consent. Labor rights organizations and religious advocacy groups have repeatedly criticized the system as structurally coercive. According to the Ministry of Employment and Labor, as of August 2025, approximately 300,000 migrant workers were subject to workplace transfer restrictions. The human costs of these restrictions are reflected in the workplace. Statistics Korea records show that as of September 2025, 457 workers had died from industrial accidents in Korea. Among these victims, 60 were foreign nationals, accounting for 13.1% of all industrial deaths, in spite of migrants making up a far smaller share of this workforce. The problem worsens when we see how these structural vulnerabilities are most pronounced in small workplaces. Statistics Korea's 2023 labor survey shows that more than 70% of E9 visa holders are employed at businesses with fewer than 30 employees. These workplaces often lack labor unions, safety officers, and effective oversight. Despite these risks, the South Korean government continues to expand migrant labor intake. In 2024, the Ministry of Employment and Labor accepted 165,000 migrant workers under the Employment Permit System 2024, expanding the quota by roughly 38% than that of 120,000 in 2023. This expansion is expected to continue in the upcoming years, with little to no indication that the trend will slow. However, the problem residing in the system are anything but close to being resolved, rather worsening. The National Assembly budget documents in 2025 reveals that the funding for foreign workers support centers was cut by approximately 71 billion won. These centers previously provided essential services such as interpretation services, legal counseling, and emergency assistance for foreign migrant workers in Korea. Local labor office officials have also acknowledged staffing shortages in addressing migrant worker complaints. With foreign residents, including migrant workers, now comprising 5.3% of South Korea's population, weak labor protections and unregulated employment practices are likely to fuel more exploitation by employers as well as social tension from the public. The sustainability of the current labor system is increasingly under scrutiny and it's time for change. Thank you for joining us on this episode of unpacking the recent challenges in South Korea's migrant worker system. Can South Korea sustain its economic growth without reforming its migrant worker system? Remember, you can always find more captivating short videos and enriching episodes right here at the Perspective Podcast. Until next time, stay curious, stay open, and keep embracing the world's diverse perspective. See you in the next episode.